Hosting the Oscars can be a no-win type of proposition because either you do well and people go, okay, yeah, sure, or you do badly and people tear you apart for the rest of your life. So, why am I doing this? I don't know. That question, it's a very good question. I ask myself that question as I go to sleep every night. I don't think of this as my first time hosting the Oscars. I think of this as my last time hosting the Oscars. And of course, I want to do well. It's a little bit of a difficult situation because the audience at home wants to see you tear everyone to pieces, and the people in the room are. This is the greatest night of their lives, and all I can do is ruin it. So it's a tight wire act. Everyone focuses on the length of the show and if the shows go too long. And I don't know exactly what the proper length is. I know that they plan to go long, which means technically they're not going long, but I think you want the show to move at a brisk pace. I think you want a host who's commenting on things as they happen, and maybe a pizza comes to your door. I think I've watched every Oscar telecast since I've been, I don't know, 7 years old. One thing that I remember that I thought was just great, I never heard of the guy before, and I think that's one of the things that's great about the Oscars. Roberto Benigni, you remember when he walked across the seats? It was almost punk rock. It was it was some combination of Fred Astaire and crowd surfing, and I thought that was just amazing. And I've always been interested in him since then. For me, I love comedy and I love comedians, and over the years, some of the great hosts, Steve Martin, Billy Crystal, David Letterman. So to be included in this group is, Ellen DeGeneres and Chris Rock is humbling. It really is, and it's something that very few comics get the opportunity to do, and for me, that's very exciting. I remember seeing the first Superman movie starring Christopher Reeve and the credits flying at you and the excitement that went along with that. I remember seeing Star Wars in the theater, and it's just like, I mean, it's like you're on another planet. It was so unbelievable. I remember my Uncle Frank took me and my cousin Ann to see Star Wars. And at the end of the movie, we were like, oh my God, this was unbelievable. We looked over at Uncle Frank and he was sound asleep. So movies affect people in different ways.